Hi, Bill. Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got sick, so I have a problem with my voice. It
Oh,
happened during the day, but I'll manage it. And my colleague Alex Alvaro will join us now in case my voice collapses.
okay. We could
Okay.
always reschedule too.
We could always reschedule too.
Well, I think I can handle
Okay.
it. But I mean,
Okay.
Alex is she's our biggest expert and Europe's biggest expert on disinformation and cognitive
Yeah.
wars. And she lives in America. So I'm an activist. I'm a writer, and Alex has always been studying these information wars. And she's been writing about American politics. And I'm an American. And when Donald Trump became president the second time, although I didn't want to, I became an activist. But it was like a gradual process.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you so much for this. We really appreciate it. We know it's not that easy. I don't know if you think it, but we picture it being brave, speaking out today. Especially with your faces and your names, and we can change the names. But so I'll just start. How is your overall feeling now? Is it fear? Is it you're being tired, or how would you specify the emotion?
Bewildered. I personally I have a hard time like accepting that this is real life. This feels like I'm just watching Hunger Games or, some other dystopian fantasy movie, and it couldn't possibly be happening here, but it is.
Yeah. Agreed. And for me, I kind of reflected on the past few weeks or months, and I've had some of the lowest lows, but also some of the highest highs that I've had in quite some time. The lows come when terrible things happen, like people being murdered in the streets. But then the highs come when you see and hear and feel people doing the right things and speaking out and helping people out. Like every day, if I don't, and if I'm not intentional about it, all I get is all the terrible things that are happening. But if you start to look around just a little bit, you start to see that people are doing amazing things in the face of all its adversity. I know people who are basically creating makeshift food shelves where when people are stuck in their homes, these people are traveling to their homes and bringing them food. And I see people building barricades in the streets trying to stop ICE from getting to the people that they don't want to get to. This is really quite amazing how quickly and how effectively Minnesotans have kind of stood up and organized and gotten things in place to really help slow the machine down a bit.
I agree with that.
Guys, so this is Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Hi guys.
And
Sorry for being late. I was just
No worries.
tuning all my camera microphone wiring. It was horrible.
No
Sorry.
worries.
And
No
sorry,
problem.
Natalie, as you've heard, she lost her voice, so it will
Yeah.
be a little bit
Yeah.
difficult for her. Yeah, we tried.
Well, I didn't want it to move this meeting because I just think these times, unless we're like completely on the ground, are fast and we have to react fast. So I can deal with this. I just don't look my best. But so Alex is, I'll repeat this. She's one of our biggest experts and world experts on cognitive warfare, Russian politics, and American politics. And
No, I'm not. Just you.
yes, she is.
Exaggerate.
But so we started this podcast, Radio Free America, to give back what America did for us and has done for us so many decades. And they did actually, which you probably know, there was this radio station, Radio Free Europe, that was
We
during
used to
communism.
listen
And
so much.
yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, it helped a lot. Basically, everyone who was normal, who remained normal after the brainwash, long decades of communist brainwashing, was like dependent on their daily doses of normal information.
Yeah, it's really good to seek that stuff out because it's all the terrible stuff that the algorithms are sending our way because it's
Yeah.
hard to look away from the train wreck.
It
But
is.
if you just do a little bit of looking, you can find lots and lots of really positive things happening out there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So the
I've been doing a
algorithm.
lot of looking for the little wins. You know, we may not have the big wins, but I'm any little win I can find, I'm sharing with my friends, my community. You know, we're gonna take them as they come, and we're gonna celebrate them as the good that they are,
Yeah.
and
And besides,
focus on the good.
every victory starts with small things. It never comes like
Exactly.
a big moment and 10 minutes and done. So it takes a lot. Yeah, we know.
So,
Thank you for
And
being
has the
here, by
ice,
the way.
Oh, you're
It
very
takes a lot
welcome.
of courage and
yeah,
respect.
has this situation changed the way you live? I don't know how much to say about you. If you wanted to say whatever you want to say, and how has it changed your everyday life?
I can go. So I live like 20 minutes outside of Minneapolis in a suburb, and the suburbs that I'm in, that Bill's in, are impacted by ice. Just this 10 minutes ago, I just got a notice that ice was back in the little cul-de-sac that I live in. Um, it changes things. It changes things completely. I have spent my days working from home, and if I hear whistles, I will do what I can in between meetings to go out and drive around the block with my whistle and make sure that people are in safe places. Um, I have been a part of a community patrol, making sure that um, the school areas, the school zones are all cleared come school pickup and drop off times, um, which has been really important because ICE has really been pinpointing a lot of schools to try and get families at that time.
This sounds so unbelievable to
It
us.
does.
It's just,
It sounds like a
it's a
movie.
real,
This can't be real life.
and you said it so with that normal voice and smile. It sounds like, what? No. The first reaction
yeah,
is to reject that it might be really
yeah,
true.
yeah,
I have to laugh
uh,
to keep me sane because otherwise I'll cry.
yeah. I
Sorry,
mean,
Bill.
they're using the children
I
to get
know,
after
absolutely
the
know.
parents, and the children are suffering for it.
Yes, 100%.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so it's
Unbelievable.
definitely changing the way normal looks for us, even out here in the suburbs. It's concerning and scary, and I'm sure it's been said a million times, but this is it no longer or maybe never was about immigration. It's about finding the brown people or the black people or the people that aren't white passing. Um,
Yeah.
and most of my family fall in that category. I am the only white person in my family. So, you know, it hits very close to home, and I I don't want anything happening to them or my neighbors or anyone. It's just outrageous what's happening.
Yeah, and for
Yeah.
me, I
And
don't have
this,
as many direct connections with what's going on. But just overall, there's this kind of feeling of unease. It used to be like you felt life was stable
Mhm.
and secure, and now you really have no
Yeah.
idea. Every time I think there's a boundary or a limit to what could happen, they just jump over that
Uh-huh.
boundary, just jump over that limit. And so it caused you
Yeah.
to kind of
Yeah.
second guess everything. I find myself getting startled a lot easier just by simple things. I just kind of jump
Yeah.
and quit just because I'm kind of always on edge and
Yeah.
always nervous
Yeah.
just because of all the
Yeah.
news that's coming out.
That's the
That's
second goal of what's happening. The first is, as you said, the looking for brown and black and others, looking for the others.
uh
And the second goal is impose the fear and trauma on everyone. Just make people vulnerable, confused, unsure about their own security, and making them like seeking protection in any new
Yeah.
reality, with new leaders, with anything what distorts their view of reality, because in that state you are very vulnerable to like the short circuit stuff.
And it kind of paralyzes you too. Like, I find it hard to do
that
any
too.
daily task. I have to work a little bit harder at it, and certainly harder at tasks that involve helping the people out that are in trouble right now. So I mean, you're definitely right that it is working. Like it's slowing me down a bit, and you just have to keep pushing through it.
Yeah,
That's a
it
good
takes your
point.
energy.
Mhm.
I think too, doing this amongst trying to work and live normal lives. I still have to go grocery shopping. I still need to do the laundry. Um, but I have to plan my workday around a protest every week now because I'm not going to be found on the wrong side of history. I will be fighting to make this federal occupation end. Um, it's a very bizarre time. And like Bill mentioned, our boundaries change. Our constitutional rights are always being limited. It appears day by day something changes. Things that are supposed to be there to protect American people no longer protecting all Americans. It's very concerning.
The other thing I did,
How are the children? Yeah,
yeah,
sorry. Go on.
the other thing
Go
I've been
ahead.
struggling with is
You
I
can
have
go, Bill.
2 teenagers, and so trying to figure out how much to involve them in the conversations. Like when I grew up, I didn't have to hear a lot of terrible news, and I'm not sure if it's because it wasn't happening or because my parents just sheltered me from that. And I want to try to give my kids as normal as child as possible. But then on the flip side, I know they're getting information from all sorts of sources that I have no control over. And so I want to
Yeah,
be able to,
same
yeah,
here.
I want to be able to kind of help them understand what's going on. But I also don't want to inundate them with all the things that are happening such that they start to get really stressed and panicked.
Yeah. That was actually my question. How are the kids reacting to this absolutely stressful situation? Because they are not dumb. At least they see that the adults are freaking out.
Yes.
So they
Yeah,
must know something is going on.
for sure. And Bill and I have my son is the same age as one of Bill's. And he is curious. He knows things are going on. He knows ICE is around. He knows certain things. So I've done a lot of, tell me how you feel and tell me what you think, and let's have you level the playing field for what the verbiage is that we're going to use. And I found that a good way to move forward with him, where I'm trying to create a space where he feels he can ask questions and be curious and be okay to not have all of the answers, because a lot of times when there are world happenings, we're expected to kind of have all of the answers. And I don't know how young that starts, but I wanted to be sure that he's not feeling that pressure. He's very aware that things are going on. He's been in the car with me when ICE has been around. Um, he's helped me do plate checks while I'm driving, which is helpful. We've got a system in the community built for plate checks, and um, it's not perfect. Unfortunately, they switch plates in the morning on their vehicles, so it may be the same vehicle but a different plate, which just makes it a little harder to identify. And now their ICE was previously all very militant in uniforms, and now they're all plainclothes. They're really they're matching the community, so the community that's coming together.
Disguising themselves.
They are putting themselves in with the rest of us and making it harder to find them. And it's a skill to spot them now, but it's doable if you know what you're looking for.
Can you talk to them? Are there any reasonable ICE agents, or is it's all
Impossible?
I have not I've not encountered a lot within speaking distance. Myself, I try and stay a little bit further away. I have only experienced very aggressive ones, agents who have no interest in a conversation at all, regardless of your status, regardless of anything. They just no interest.
I can remember when in the time of our Velvet Revolution 30 years ago, or maybe even 40, oh my God, it's going so fast. So the final year when the when the communist regime finally broke, the people tried to speak with the oppressive police who used to beat them on the demonstration, on protests, and they were wearing like flowers and showing them, we have nothing in our hands, talk to us. And because the regime find out that this works, so they started to drug them, to make them more aggressive, to be like, not to be able to lead any normal conversation, just be in that state of let's
That's
beat
terrifying.
them, let's beat them.
I couldn't
That was
imagine
horrible.
these guys getting more aggressive. I feel like they are all just on another level. Like they just are staying up there. They don't
Yeah.
come down for a breath. They don't ground themselves ever. Has been my experience, at least.
And do you know any ace agent, like agent from your, I don't know, personally? Do you know somebody who became an
I don't know of
ace
anybody who
agent? No?
admits to being an ICE agent. My
Correct.
guess is that I don't have any friends that are. Yeah.
And maybe they also intentionally send guys from different states so that they have no
Perhaps,
relationship or no.
Jonathan Ross, was that his name? Jonathan Ross?
Oh,
The
the
one that
guy who
killed
used to
Renee
killed
Good, he
Renee
was from
Good.
Minnesota, so they
Oh
are
my
here.
God.
Or he was stationed. I don't know if he was from Minnesota, but his home was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know any personally that I know of, but I don't think that they would be too proud to come out and claim that title right now. We'll see.
Yeah. And also there is a certain part of people also here, because the American propaganda reaches also Europe right now. And what the channels say is like, these people are against law and order. It was necessary. The Renee Good and Alex Pretty were just people who were unfortunately a little bit too loud, and the order must be restored. And there is a certain amount of population which accepts that new framing,
Right.
like, yeah, okay, it was harsh but necessary. This is
That's
so scary, how you can
so
reprogram
concerning.
human brain away from normal values.
Right. No human life should be taken. Period.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
And
that's it.
they contradict
Absolutely.
themselves so frequently. These are the same people who are always talking about your Second Amendment rights to have a gun, to bear arms. But yet, because Alex happened to have a weapon, now all of a sudden it's justified that he was shot. And so,
Right.
which is it?
Unbelievable. It's already a couple of months when I overheard Trump speaking with his advisors about, that's funny. We finally will take, we need to take their guns. We have to come for their guns. They already knew that the moment is about to come.
Yeah.
That's so.
They just want to have the people that they want
What
to
is
have
your-
guns, and not any people that might oppose them.
Right.
What is your feeling about the nearest and further future? I would like to know what you think, or what you feel, or what's the plot?
Today,
What's this year looking?
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. The
I was
same
just gonna
question.
say,
What do you
today's
think
news.
will your year look like?
Yeah,
This 2026.
I think it's interesting because you have to take the news as it comes, right? So today's news in Minnesota was that they are reducing the ICE task force by 700 agents. Great news, small win, we'll take it. However, that still leaves approximately 2,300 federal agents occupying our state for immigration. And I think it is guys, they're saying it so we can be like, hooray, the ICE is leaving.
Yeah, and maybe it's not even true what they say, right?
Exactly. Nothing that we hear
could
from
you
our
verify?
administration can be believed at this point.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
So
that's the point.
it's hard to say.
They just say something.
And I worry about the future because we're just on this cusp of AI and being able to make videos from scratch that never happens. And
Yeah.
it's just getting harder and harder to know what you can and can't believe. It's getting harder and harder to communicate what's actually happening out to people because they're very skeptical about anything that you send them or tell them. So you have to back everything up with 3 or 4 sources. And then when you do
Uh-huh.
that, they don't agree with your sources. They think that your sources are biased anyways. So why would they listen
Yeah.
to it? And so it's just creating this feeling of confusion and just kind of being lost and not knowing where to get the information and how to get the information and what the information is true. And yeah, we used to rely on our administration to tell us the truth, and it's not happening anymore. So it's very frustrating.
Do you guys hear that noise in the background? You know, you
I
don't.
hear kind of like a
So it's only now
water.
Is it
it's
for
either
me?
me or no, I don't know. There is some suddenly there is the entire time that I'm here a strong background white noise
Me
getting
too.
stronger and stronger. You can hear it. I'm the
Yeah.
only I was thinking I'm the only one.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I guess I do hear
No,
it.
so it's in the audio. It's not
Yeah.
me.
So
See, we have this is
I tried
hilarious.
it. We have this problem every second time.
Every single time.
Yeah. Suddenly, white noise, we can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Like, I can remember there was a time when we keep to
No.
listen to Radio Free Europe. Communists built strong antennas in every big city to tune to the same wave
Oh,
frequency. To make this white noise. And it was absolutely the same. I'm not paranoid. I'm not saying they are already doing it on our
But
channel. We are not that
it
important yet.
this
But
is
it's
absurd.
weird.
What is this?
And this is
Yeah.
happening every
And
second or every time.
yeah.
I don't know what that is. Okay, so
The
sorry for
fight for the
interruption.
yeah. Well, I don't think we
Oh,
can
God.
continue with this, right?
well, like you
Yeah.
try
It
each
sounds like
muting and see if
like
it's
a
coming from one of
train.
us.
No, I
Okay,
don't
it's
think
not
so because
me.
I can try to. Oh, what did you do? You muted yourself. Now I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back.
It's me.
It's
Okay.
back.
Oh no.
No, who did you muted yourself? No, Natalie did.
No, I think Kelly did.
No, I did as well, so I don't know if you hear it.
Yeah, no, I can hear it now. Natalie muted herself, and
No,
it's
try muting
still I
yourself,
can still
Kelly.
hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's Kelly. So sorry, let's go.
This
We can our sound master must have to just will deal somehow with that. We can
Let me
live with
see if
this.
I can do
also
anything to help.
I like interviews like this. It's back.
Yeah,
It
because
makes
we
it,
get
you
used
know,
to it. It's like
yeah,
underground pirate. So
partisan interviews.
yeah, it's funny.
Look, paranoid, but there's like a big fight. What narrative wins it here? Because Heritage Foundation. Oh gosh, my voice. Heritage Foundation is
I'm
operating
sorry.
here. Yeah,
Also in Czech
and
Republic, they have their people everywhere. It's strange. It sounds
yeah,
weird,
yeah,
we
you say.
know, but they have. And the problem is that during the time when Steve Bannon got out to Europe and created the, let's say, fertile ground for far-right parties, political parties in the most important countries of NATO, he nurtured those far-right party with some kind of Bitcoin companies and crypto financial networks. And around these crypto financial networks, they're really, there was built also an information space or information network like an octopus. And these people were previously unknown through think tanks and business companies and gaming forums and gaming stuff and crypto stuff. And suddenly they merged and entered the election. So in our country right now, we have people connected directly to Heritage Foundation in the government. It's one of the one previously absolutely unknown people. No one would ever guess they would end up in
That's crazy.
politics. So that's
And
really
I
crazy.
have to say, The most shocking moment of the last year was when I saw a commercial, an ad for ICE on our Czech TV.
Like recruiting,
And that,
recruiting people, or
She's not bullshitting
No.
you. That happened. It was probably a
was-
mistake because these networks are buying in bulks the ads. But still, yeah, it's just
that's interesting because I haven't
I miss when
seen that
politicians-
advertisement for ICE. Although I don't see that many advertisements either.
I was just going to say, I miss when politicians were politicians and not random
pawns.
people.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I actually love
That
how
was
punk
so
and
interesting.
anarchist this interview is.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
it's
It's very
memorable.
real. It's very real and memorable. And people will see that it's not easy. And by the way, you Minnesotans?
Minnesotans.
I'm sorry, my
Yep.
Minnesotans, you are so, I know it's sad, but you are famous now. People are breathing with you and following every single video coming from your state. You are so important.
Well, that's another.
I'm very grateful for all of the love and support we're hearing from around the world. It's really empowering to know that, you know, there are other people that see things the way we see them, and it's not just the way the administration is trying to make us believe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, to us, it's so obvious. It's just
Yeah.
that the propaganda is also reaching Europe. So, yeah, it's difficult.
So, guys, be safe. And thank you. Let's stay in contact.
Thank you so much. Let's
And
keep
thank
in
you for
touch.
so much for all that you're
Absolutely.
doing for us. So we really appreciate
yeah,
getting the word
thank
out there.
you.
We thank you. You are in the front line. So thank you
Yeah.
for your
Together we can
bravery.
do it.
Yeah,
Together.
you can.
All
Let's
right.
stay in touch. Bye-bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you.
No,
Je to pryč.
to byla asi její, jako mně to přijde hrozně vtipný vždycky, jo.
Vždycky to někdo je.
Ale, jako teď vidíš, že to je fakt vždycky, jako jo.
No, jasně, no. Vždycky to někdo je. Ty jsi jsou... Já nevím, co mám říct, to je fakt jako... No nic, no, budeme
No ono je to
pokračovat.
strašně jednoduchý, jako jo. Jako se nám tam naloudovat, poznat, kdy, jako to máš za 3 vteřiny.
Já vím, no.
Takže
já
ten jejich
vím.
trolling je jako jednoduchý pro ně.
Já vím.
Ale musíme
Takhle
najít
mi
na ten...
říkali
na-
lidi, kteří rozjížděli ty aktivistické média už po roce 2016, takže měli strašný problémy třeba se Zoomem, že tam měli ten organizovaný trolling, jo, že se jim tam ládovali
Jo.
lidi, kteří tam neměli co dělat, nebyli pozvaný, hučeli jim tam do mikrofonu, dělali různý prostě. Ostatně tohle to dělali i Kanaďani, když se logovali do kanálu na Telegramu, když byl ten far-right konvoj, který byl placený z Ameriky a organizovala to Alberta, tak oni do těch komunikačních kanálů jim, zase obránci demokracie v Kanadě, jim do těch komunikačních kanálů skákali a pouštěli jim tam, no, dělali úplně to samý, jo, že tam, kde se domlouvali, jak prostě budou okupovat Ottawu a v noci jim tam pouštět vejfuky nákladákama pod oknem a troubit klaxonama a že budou zmlátit Trudeau a já nevím, co to všechno, a celá Ottawa byla plná vlajek, maga vlajek, tak ty demokratické aktivisti byli tak naprdnutý, že se jim ládovali do těch Telegram kanálů, na kterých oni se koordinovali a pouštěli jim tam pornosongy, jo.
No jasně,
Bylo
no.
opravdu jako, no.
A tohle už je, já se jenom omlouvám, já mám teplotu, takže vypadám
Je to vidět,
zrudla,
je vidět,
ale,
že je, a taky
Ale
mluvíš
ono-
jako nakřáplý kamna, je jasný, že jsi nemocná.
ale já jsem jim to nechtěla rušit, protože to je
Jo,
prostě,
jo,
když
jo.
už je seženeš a když oni chtějí
To
mluvit,
víš, že jo, to víš, že jo.
víš, tak
Jo,
a ještě
jo.
vlízt jako na tu kameru, ještě teď, jako no.
Já vím, a navíc to je u nich neuvěřitelný krok odvahy, že se nechají takhle jako nahrát a říct, já
No.
jsem ten, kdo tady bydlí, já si myslím tohle. Jako my všichni starší ročníky to ještě pamatujeme z komunismu. To je obrovský krok odvahy. Prostě ukázat svůj ksicht a říct, co si myslíš.
No,
A navíc teď ještě v době technofašismu, kdy tvůj ksicht vlastně už je někde v databázi na Clearview AI od Týla, že jo.
no a pak tam pouštějí white noise. Hele, musím, že... Já jenom teda bych chtěla divákům říct, že jednou při našem důležitém setkání, což rozumím, proč by jim to mohlo vadit, tak nám tady zasla celá ta místnost.
Jo,
Oni nás tam tak zesírali to připojení, až to tady celý prostě zaslo, no.
vypadlo. Jo. No,
Mhm.
very funny. A když jste skončili, tak to zase naběhlo, že jo? Si mi myslím říkala.
No, tak pak to zmizelo a
No.
pak nám rozmlátili schránku druhý den.
OK. Skvělý. No. Jo.
Hele, ale to je prostě lifestyle. Jo, to jsem se nejvíc uklidnila, když mi říká jedna Mexičanka.
Mhm.
Ona říká, resistance is a lifestyle. A pak mi říkal jeden týpek prostě z nějakých služeb, že jako vy prostě, oni vám furt budou chodit do té cesty. To je
Furt
součást
budou
té
vysírat,
práce.
no jasně, no. Jo.
A já když tohle jsem si uvědomila, že jako nemusím furt hledat kdo jako kde, ale že všichni někde,
Jo.
tak se tomu vlastně jako smějou většinou, no.
Jo.
Takže, teda většinou, jo, bych to nepřáněla.
Mě to rozesmálo, jak
ale-
jsi mi vyprávěla, jak táta chodil řvát na zahradu, že srdečně zdraví. Já už nevím, co to bylo, že něco, že já už nevím.
Jo, to
Něco
říkal
jako,
s tím domem tady, no.
No, už nevím, co to je jedno. Že prostě někoho, jakože chodil někam, jako my jsme křičeli do telefonu srdečně zdravím třetil poslouchávací chatu. Tak něco takového, jako že bylo vidět, že žije, prostě, že ví, že na to zvyklý, že to byl celý jeho život. Že to je jako, no jasně,
No,
furt
on mi
prostě
říkal,
někde někdo
no.
poslouchá. Furt šmírník to mají v popisu práce a berou za to práci.
Jo. A on mi říkal, jsem mu říkal, že jsem měla s nějakým prostě tady nějaký setkání nechtěný, tak se jako lék a pak říkal, to jsem měla celý život. Já říkám, mám se jako nějak chránit. A on, tam je úplně uprdele, ne, nebo když je to úplně jedno. Tak pozvem ho sem a půjdem s ním na chalupu. Ale když si tak
On je fakt tak jako vyzenovaný. Pro nás je to ještě furt nový, ale pro ně jako same old.
A když si to
vyzývanej.
obrátíš, jako
Jo.
Ono taky jsme trošku v jiný době, jo. Tam to byla
No, jasně, no.
konec normalizace, no.
Jiný
Ale
kontext, jo.
jako zase taková sranda to není, ale jejich nejsilnější zbraň je ten strach, no. A když ten strach člověk jakože nějak
ho
pokoří,
vyvolávají
tak pak
a
je hrozně
žiješ
dlouhý
v něm.
prostor, než oni něco udělají.
Jo. No nic, tak
No
tohle
tak ty
bylo...
tady budeme mít white noise, no, často.
Jo, tak asi budeme vysílat. U problematických hovorů budeme mít white noise. Budeme si muset zvyknout. Ale zase na druhou stranu to byla dost síla, protože ta narušená normalita, která se z toho line, jak ty lidi prostě, jak vědí, že už nic není v pořádku a nic neplatí a přesto musí žít svý každodenní životy v tom malém rámci. To je opravdu jako, to je ta hrůza, o který mluví Timothy Snyder. To je fakt jako shit.
A jak hlavně jako neví přesně, co na ně jde.
No.
A
Oni nevědí,
zároveň
jaká
ani-
je povaha toho nebezpečí, proč to ty chlapi dělají, proč mlátějí děti, proč zavírají 5letý chlapečky s aktovkama do vězení. Proč? Co to má znamenat? Co si z toho máme? Jaký druh nebezpečí? Jsou mešuge nebo něco sledujou? Jo, to je na tom to hrozný.
je to tragický, no. Mně se každý den mění představa té naděje, no.
Mně se zase tak jako
nevím.
pomalu...
Já nevím.
Mně se ta představa té naděje vlastně ustálila na nějakým, občas teda mi jako ta naděje vyfičí, já se propadnu do zoufalství, ale ona se vždycky vrátí a má dvě podoby. První z nich je, že všechno, na co v životě a kdy v minulosti sáhli rucáci, vždycky všechno posrali. To je prostě karma. Oni nedokážou nic udělat kvalitně. Oni vždycky mají skvělý nástup, perfektně něco upletou, pak se jim to posere. To je první věc. A druhá věc je, že jak říkal Theodore Roosevelt, že můžete klamat všechny lidi po krátký čas, anebo malý množství lidí po neomezeně dlouhý čas, ale nikdy nemůžete klamat všechny lidi po neomezeně dlouhý čas. Že ta touha pochopit ten svět je silnější než jakákoliv tyranie. Že ta touha dozvědět se pravdu je silnější než jakákoliv tyranie. Že člověk potřebuje vidět ve věcech smysl. A k tomu potřebuje pravdu, protože jinak to nedává smysl.
To je úžasný konec.
Jo.